Hi everyone, and welcome back to ISODATE. It's the sixth episode, but it's also sadly the last episode. We've reached the finale. So thank you to everyone who's come on this journey with us and has watched every single episode. We love you all. And anyone who's tuned in new, welcome. You haven't missed the boat a little bit, but we still got an hour to go and we still got two new daters ready to blind date from the comfort of their own home. As always, ISODATE is split into three sections. Number one is the appetizers, and we have questions here, which is the getting to know you part of the date. There's breaking the ice questions, shall we say. And number two is the mains. And this is where we move into the relationship goals. It gets quite heavy and the questions are quite tough. So I always look forward to that bit. And finally, our couple have their third course, their desserts. And the questions get a little bit cheeky, a little bit naughty. And we finally start to see the real personalities coming out. And of course, whether they're a match or not. Along the way, as always, watchers, you get to help us play matchmaker. So we want your questions and your comments. As always, it's live. Put them in the feed and let us know what you think. Is it a match? Is it not? Or just any random question you want to ask these guys, please add it in. And hopefully you can help us make a second date happen. Who knows? What I'd also love to say is thank you to today's sponsor. So this episode is sponsored by GaiGai, which is Singapore's modern matchmaking agency. And they're going to throw in a question or two for our daters, which should be fun, and I cannot wait. So before I introduce them, here's a little teaser about the pair tonight. She is a former pageant queen and a yoga instructor, and he is a pilot. What a cool pair. I am so pumped for this, and I'm so glad it is the finale. So without further ado, let's bring on today's daters. Come join me, guys. Hello. Hi, Naomi.
Hi.
Wow, welcome to ISODATE. You guys are the finale. How are you feeling?
I'm really excited, and I know all my friends are tuning in, so this is my first ever blind date.
Is it? Julian, is it your first ever blind date?
I guess you could say so. It's my first time doing something like this. So, yeah.
Well, if you're nervous, don't worry about it. You know, it's not like it's live to the nation or anything. Doesn't make you feel even worse. On that bombshell, I'm going to go off and stop third wheeling, and I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy your appetizers.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Nix. See you. Hi.
Hi, Julian.
Hi.
Okay, so it's lovely meeting you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
This is super cool. Have you ever done something like this before?
Oh, not at all. It's my first time doing something like this, and yeah, it seems relatively interesting, and we got to have a great evening. So
Yeah, I'm really excited to get to know you. That's so funny. Are those your friends?
Your wine already?
Sorry?
Did you open your wine yet?
Yes, I did. I actually already poured myself a glass.
Yeah, me too. Hey, cheers.
All right, cheers. Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so now what? Introductions. All right.
Yeah.
Ladies first, please tell me about yourself.
Okay. My name is Naomi, as you can read over there. And yeah, so I'm half German and half Singaporean. And I sort of grew up in Singapore. I was born in the Netherlands, and I'm a yoga instructor. And apart from that, I love doing content creation. So I love creating like YouTube videos, and I do a little bit of acting, emceeing, but I love to travel. So yeah, anything else will come up on the way. What about yourself?
Okay, yeah. So I'm Julian Rosales. 25 years old this year. So yeah, based in Singapore. I was actually born in the Philippines, and I moved here back in 1999. So yeah, I basically grew up here all my life. Right now, I mean, as the introduction said, yeah, I am a pilot. So I do have my commercial license. Obviously, I've been looking around for a job, but Corona happened, so not really the best time to be one. But anyways, I'm back
Yeah.
in school now. I'm finishing up my university courses at Embry-Riddle, and yeah, I've just been doing stuff on the side. So signing up for these casting calls and whatnot, and who knows, I might become famous or something. So let's see.
And then you land here on a date. That's cool.
Yeah. All
I
right.
just wanted to add, like, I actually think it's pretty cool being a pilot, especially now because everyone will be craving a travel. So once this settles down, you'll be the first in the air and everyone will be like, "Oh my gosh, can you get me a discount or something?"
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily work like that. I mean, you got to have a job or something, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, hopefully the airlines open up again.
Yeah, that's true. My friend Rachel.
Hey,
Okay.
so let's see. Describe your perfect date. All right. You want to go first? Me? You?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I started earlier.
All right. Well, there's actually a question here. It says girl pilots are a plus. Yeah, I guess they are. They certainly are. I mean, like back in my flight academy back in the U.S., I mean, I think at least 20% of the pilots there were female as well. So
That's
it's
so
certainly
cool.
yeah. There certainly should be more women in aviation. All right, so yeah, I guess time to describe the perfect date. I'm pretty simple, like pretty normal. Don't really need anything out of the ordinary. So just I guess like this is kind of perfect because it forces us to like sit down and talk. I'd like to get to know somebody right off the bat, and see if we can progress further. Nothing too fancy. So I mean, you could say like sounds kind of like lame or cliche, but like just sit down for a coffee would be the best one first, and then see how we proceed from there. You can maybe walk in the park afterwards. Just get to know you. That's the kind of the you know perfect date for now, and then we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, so I was actually gonna say I love nature. So for me, it's always getting to know someone and then spending time in nature. It's something I absolutely love because for me, I feel very grounded and connected to what's around me. And it's also very simple because for me, it's more about the person rather than, a fancy meal or going somewhere fancy. And it's all just sort of like makeup. So I like it to be super real and I love nature. So that's for me.
Yeah. I could totally imagine myself going on something nature oriented. Hikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
What do you love about dating? Okay, I'll go first this time.
Yeah.
For me, what I love about dating is that it's sort of you get to know someone better on a deeper level. And in general, I love human connection. So I love getting to meet new people, learning about new cultures. But when you're getting to know a partner, you get to really talk about the deep conversational topics, which I always, those are the types of questions I ask like right from the start because I'm sort of really direct with that and I like to know what I'm getting myself into. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend too much time like, okay, let's go on like 10 more dates. For me, it's like, no, I'll ask the deep questions like straight from the start. And I love that. I love getting to know someone's life story. And yeah, seeing if that potentially is aligned with what I believe in. And then, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I agree with that. That's a great part about dating is definitely getting to know somebody on a deeper level. And yeah, so yeah, I could totally see myself going on one of those dates. I mean, I love deep, meaningful conversations. That at night, this kind of stuff. Like have a drink or two, look up at the stars, kind of stuff. Get philosophical, get real. That kind of stuff. I can totally go for.
Yeah, same. What do you hate about dating? Do you want to go first?
All right. Well, I guess now the modern dating culture is so much so that there's a lot of options out there, if you will. So like, I don't know, are you on any apps? Are you? No apps? Okay,
No.
well, I have a couple of apps. So I guess that, like by virtue of someone being on an app, then they'll also have so many others who they are talking to as well. So it's kind of just like, everyone's kind of put on the back burner, and there's too many options with that. And like, I guess especially now, like, it's pretty hard to go dating, because it was locked down. I mean, it's over now. I mean, phase 2, whoop-de-doo. I mean, after this, maybe we could go out, like right after. I'm just joking. But anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, it was, it just gets pretty nice and interesting, if you will, But
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's nothing really that you like directly hate about dating. It's just that there are a lot of options, and then with so many different apps.
It's kind of like a buffet, if you will. It's just like there's so many nice things to choose, but you don't really know what you want, stuff like that.
Yeah. I guess personally, I never even thought about this question. I think just in general, I don't really have hate in my living dictionary. So it's also in bold. So I'm like, okay, I don't hate anything about dating. And second of all, I only date when I feel ready and when it comes naturally. So I don't even actually think about it, which is why I don't have any apps as well until it happens naturally. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Then I'm full to like, then I'll go for it because yeah, that's sort of how it happens. So I don't really hate anything about dating because I don't just have any negative connotation to it unless it's like, oh, okay. If I see it this way, if I go out with a friend and then I saw it as like a get together, but he saw it as a date, that's when I'm like, oh, but I don't know if this was supposed to be a date. Like, it was just like a friendly catch up. So for me, that misunderstanding can sometimes cause awkwardness or just, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing where I would be like, okay.
Okay, so, I think we need to talk about what we're eating tonight.
Oh, right, okay.
So what
I have dumplings.
Yeah, me too. I've got these cool dumplings. I believe they're vegan. Are these vegan dumplings?
Yeah, so I'm vegetarian, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not, but cool.
you enjoy. Yeah,
you.
so I'm vegetarian, but vegan is even better, so that's cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna try one.
Step up.
Enjoy.
Yeah, so they're asking, what's the best pickup line you've ever used? I don't know. Do you like beef?
This is so good.
I guess it really wouldn't fly with you, so guess not.
I love how you say that directly when I bite into the dumpling. Let me think. I used to like look at some, but they were so cringe that I would purposely forget them.
I feel like, pickup lines are meant to be cringy.
Yeah.
Keeps it memorable.
Yeah. Okay. I think if it comes to me later, I'll mention it. But I have said a couple before, but they're so cringe that I was like, okay, I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah. Some of them are, pretty
Yeah.
lame. We're not that lame.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
What I think about the dumplings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're tasty. I mean, you can tell that they're not really meat per se, but it's fine. It's free food. I'm happy. Free
Yeah,
food.
very true. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and I love food. Most embarrassing thing that's happened to you whilst on a date. Yeah, you want to go first?
Okay, I guess I could go first. Let's see. So I guess you wouldn't really call it a date per se, but more like an outing. So let's say my ex and I, we were kind of like going out, right? And we decided to take a little quick getaway to Phuket, and then we were staying in like her family's villa. It was an awesome time. We were having a great time. And then we started off like we ordered pizza, and then what else? We ordered pizza. We were drinking Bailey's. We bought it at the duty free. We're having a great time, chilling at the villa, swimming at the infinity pool, fun times. And then I said like, oh, you know what, babe, I have a bit of a headache, right? And then she's like, oh, okay, no worries. Let me get you some aspirin. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, thanks, whatever, right? I didn't really think anything twice of it, but aspirin didn't really like. anyway, it turns out I was allergic to aspirin. And then so shortly afterwards, like my throat like started constricting, and my eyes started like swelling. I thought I was gonna die. And then we're like in this villa, like somewhere in like Phuket, you know, having a great time. And then this happens at night too. And then we're just like freaking out. She thinks I'm gonna die. And then she's like, "Oh man, what's gonna happen?" So we just like rush down to the security guard, and we're like just trying to explain to him in Thai what's going on. Like, "Oh hey, like he's having it. Can we bring him to the hospital?" So like me, my girlfriend, and I like we're riding on the back of this Thai motorcycle, just running away to the hospital and stuff. I basically ruined our little trip to Phuket because I knew I was allergic to Advil, but I didn't necessarily think aspirin was so similar. So but from then on out, I definitely check up on drug allergy. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
Oh no. And how long was the trip to Phuket, and how much of it did it affect?
It was like a weekend trip, so that definitely affected like a day and a half.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. But I mean, do you get embarrassed easily in general, or is it?
I mean, I probably would be embarrassed in the moment itself, but I'm more of a guy who just brush it off, you know, just keep on, moving forward. I mean, like right now, we could potentially be embarrassing ourselves in front of, hundreds of people, but let's just get to it. It's showbiz,
Yeah, exactly. Okay, for me, I don't really get embarrassed that much just because my mom prepared me well when I was going through teenage life and even before. She would always embarrass me in front of friends, sort of, just being super direct and open that I was so prepared that when I actually got to meet someone on a deeper level, I never really would get embarrassed. And nothing like that happened to me. But I remember when I was in primary school, it wasn't a date, but I really liked this guy. And I was at his birthday party and my mom was there. No, I'm not allergic to aspirin. I don't think I'm allergic to anything, actually. So let's just hope that. But yeah, so I was at his birthday party and my mom walks over and picks me up and is like, "Oh, how cute is it that Naomi has a crush on the birthday boy?" And she says it in front of like 20 kids, and we're all like super young, and the parents are all there. And
Yeah.
I literally spilled the Sprite on on my clothes because I was so embarrassed and I was so young that ever since then I swore to myself I would never tell my mom if I had a crush on a guy anymore, because it just like it traumatized me when I was a small kid, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, mom, I'm never trusting you ever again."
Well, I
So
hope
yeah.
mom's watching.
Yeah, she will watch later, so it's okay for now. But now it's okay.
We're safe for now. You deal with repercussions later.
Yeah. Okay, one fictional character you identify with. Um,
Oh man, I don't want to answer this. It's hard.
I don't know. This is I don't know. I've never thought about this.
All right.
Okay. But I would say if I could be a fictional character, it'd be Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Shrek is love. Shrek is life. All right. What did you buy recently that you now regret? Oh, stuff that I typically don't go shopping. I don't really like shopping. But what about you?
Pretty much the same. Like right now, I'm actually going towards minimalism because I'm planning to travel and leave Singapore eventually to travel all around the world and to create stories and share their stories via podcasts and YouTube. So I'm actually cutting down on so much that I'm turning into an extreme minimalist. So
All right.
everything that I'm buying now is very, very intentional. So I actually don't regret anything. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I would consider myself rather frugal. I do not make any frivolous purchases, if you will. So I guess I haven't really regretted much.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Tell me about your dream romantic vacation. All right, why don't you go first?
Um, let's see. Pretty typical stuff. I mean, I guess would have to be beach related. I like the sand and the sea. The sun, that kind of stuff. So yeah, probably like a tropical beach island kind of stuff with the gal, and it's gonna be good fun, simple stuff.
Yeah. For me, it'd be Hawaii or
Ah,
like somewhere
Hawaii.
possibly like.
Hawaii's okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Hawaii before. Like, I have family over there, so yeah, I visited
Oh,
them.
you really have? Okay, I have not, and I love that it's tropical weather. There's beach. There's everything that I would see as paradise in a way, but I've never been, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, but like you see, in Asia, we have a lot of options, for beach destinations. So you don't necessarily have to go that far to like find a good
That's
spot.
true. That's true. Actually, Palawan, Philippines is a place I really want to travel to.
I've never been, so yeah, let's totally go.
Okay. What's our pet peeve? Someone wrote that.
Okay. Let's see. Pet peeve, pet peeve. So when it comes to dating, is that what it is? Well, let's see.
It
When
could
it
be
comes,
anything.
yeah, when it comes to my date, my number one pet peeve is if she's on her phone too much. Like she's like, oh, I gotta check this. I gotta check that. Just like, yo, you're here. I'm here. You're here. My eyes are here, right? Just talk to me. Why did we take time to see each other if we're not going to be fully engaged? So that's kind of like my pet peeve is if you're on your phone, it's a no go.
Yeah, Palawan, we can always go twice, guys. My pet peeve is exactly the same. I actually recently read this book, Digital Minimalism, and it talks about being super intentional with digital devices, so especially phone. And I sort of reconstructed how I use my phone and like deleted apps, and like my home screen is super intentional. And then like social media would be in a folder, so I wouldn't even know where it is, and I'd have to like type it in to find out where it is. So it's very, because like we are always looking at our phone when we log in. So we don't even realize how it gets into our subconscious. So for me, it's exactly the same. I like to be extremely present with the person that I'm currently there with, because I feel like, yeah, there's nothing more important than the present moment. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I agree with that, and I can see that kind of like ties in because like you said, you're into like yoga and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
guess into the whole mindfulness, being there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you passionate about in life? Okay, you can go first.
All right. Well, let's see. What am I passionate about? Like me, I've always identified as a people person. So I genuinely enjoy making connections, making friends with others, this kind of stuff. I mean, as my aspired profession would suggest, yes, I am passionate about flying. Like I loved it when I was in the US. Like I did a lot of training over there, it was good fun. And I really wish that I could have pursued it as a career. It's just that, now the timing isn't that great. So I'm going to have to, find something else in the meantime and, just focus on studies and try to come out of this Corona crisis, stronger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they like your dimple, but I think I have one too.
Thanks.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah,
I
you need
have
to
one.
smile wider.
Yeah. But yeah,
What is
that's basically what the passion line is all about. Yeah, yourself.
For me, it's exploring life and everything about it to its full potential or like full extent. So for me, it's not just about places, but it's more about the people and cultures. So yeah, I see a fulfilled life, and I'm really passionate about getting to know people's stories and sharing them, because anything to do with like exploring, adventure, experiencing, and then sharing, that is like what I'm extremely passionate about.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that totally makes a lot of sense. But hey, I think some guy asked, or actually Prabhu asked, do we need pants for online dating?
Do
I
we need pants? Who said I'm wearing
I
pants?
need pants for online dating. Do you need pants for online dating?
Who said I'm wearing pants?
Yeah, I know. I mean, am I wearing pants? Do you want to see? See?
Maybe that's for design.
Maybe
Oh
not.
my gosh. Is it actually your underwear?
No. I'm just wearing shorts. But
Okay, okay.
Let's-
That'd be so funny. Like, oh, they're only gonna see the top, so I don't need.
knowing Julian, it doesn't matter if you need them or not. Well, yeah, nobody's supposed to see below here. It doesn't matter, Pringles and potatoes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What are you most excited for now in phase 2? Right. Hit me.
Outdoor sun and having a meal in the sun outdoors. I miss that a lot.
Outdoors. Well, I mean, it's not like you couldn't go outdoors before phase 2.
But eating and drinking, like if it's just like having coffee with
Oh,
friends, it's like I miss that out. Yeah.
okay,
You?
yeah. I mean, I have some friends that I'd like to visit. The lads, if you guys are listening in, with you boys, we're probably meeting up. So I'm real happy to be seeing them. Long time. So close, so far. But yeah, drink up. That's what they say.
Yeah, I just had some. What are you guys planning to do?
I'm just gonna meet up at their house. Just catch up. Have a drink. Probably like recap this episode and see how embarrassing it was.
We'll see. Cheers to that.
Well, I can't cheers to an empty glass. I think I'm gonna have to like get some more later.
Probably before main course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From what you see, what is my best asset?
From what you see, what is my best asset? Oh, like, so what I see of you. Or
Yeah, and what I see of you.
Oh, okay. Let me take a closer look. Come here. You got a good smile. Like it's very friendly. It's like very welcoming. It's warm.
Thank you. I was gonna say the same. It's your smile.
Yeah. I can totally see that. All right. So I think that's our appetizers, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this one.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hey. Hi.
Julian, darling, you're the first guy we've had in appetizers to show his bottom half. I don't know.
I'm giving the viewers what they want. He wanted to find out.
I'm like, wow, I didn't even have to ask for anything, and you've exposed your shorts. How are you both feeling anyways? Your first ever blind date? Any concerns, or is this a lot easier than you thought it would be? Yeah?
I think you guys are great matchmakers.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. In fact, I've been looking forward to this all week. So,
Well, we've got a travel lover and we've got a pilot, so I feel like you could just hop on and it makes sense. It makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to shift you guys off to go and get your mains ready. So please get the course ready, and I'll see you soon.
All right, perfect.
I'm feeling it. Are you guys feeling it or what? They're just so cute. I mean, Julian showing off his shorts, I feel like, okay, sure. He took it out the comfort zone. And Naomi seems very holistical, very grounded. And they just, they get on. I'm so excited. I love watching this. Obviously, one's a vegetarian and one's a meat eater. So we had that clash. I think it was last week or a week ago. And I brought it up. I said, is that a problem, do you think, your dietary requirements? Julian talks about beef. There's a chat up line. I don't know what that was. But yeah, is that a problem? Or D, I need no more. You need. Did you miss? D's just tuned in and she missed him showing off his pants. So maybe down the line we might have more clothes off. You should have been there for appetizers. Anyway, for me personally, loving this, feeling it. So without further ado, I'm going to bring them back on for the mains. You guys are ready? Will you come join me, please?
Woo!
Hi, guys. What have we got? What's that?
We've got more vegan food.
Not a problem.
Yummy.
He's gonna go order a steak after this.
I mean, his pickup line stated that too, but it's okay. Always be open to try something new.
Yummy. So
it might be just Julian. Take one for the team, my love.
I don't know. It's good. It's good. I'm actually quite used to this, in fact.
And you got your wine ready?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll cheers you guys. I'll leave.
That's a really full glass.
So I don't have to fill it up again.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Goodbye, guys.
Oh, he's asking, could I date a vegan? Yeah, I mean, I don't discriminate against veganism. It's just that it could be potentially expensive because I find that a lot of vegan options are kind of pricey these days. You just have to be careful about, where you go.
But also, I'm not a vegan.
Guys, she's not a vegan. Leave her alone.
Yeah, Alan, man, like, sorry. Would you date a vegan though? When was the last time? Okay. To a partner? Okay, you can go first.
Big L word. Oof. Let's see. Long time ago. Really a long time ago. I think the last time was probably 2013, 2014.
Really?
Yeah, no, like I've been in and out of like relationships, but like the last serious one was all the way back then. So yeah, that was the last love. Long time ago.
Wow. Do you say I love you to friends though? Or have you not said I
mean, yeah,
okay.
I get in this context, the friends are not partners, but yeah, I can totally tell my friends I love them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Time, like, so yeah.
Okay. So for me, I'm actually currently really like exploring life. So in that sense, if I feel love for someone, I would say it. And it was actually recently. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
hopefully you're not seeing anybody now. I mean, that wouldn't be.
I mean, so if you're a traveler, it's sort of like, okay, you would get to know someone, but then it's hard for things to get sort of extremely serious because you're both in different countries. So in that sense, I'm at a point where, I'm seeing how the flow of life is taking me. So yeah.
Oh, so yeah, okay. Just taking things as they come, nothing too serious per se, but love is love, and if you find like a connection with somebody, there's no harm in like telling them that you feel that way.
Yeah, exactly. That was the best way to possibly describe that. How many cushions?
Hey, beauty queen, how many cushions you got on that couch? I don't know.
Why do you want to know? 4?
I got one down here if you want to see.
Also, maybe he's the beauty queen. Tell me you love me, Naomi.
Yo, come on, Alan.
But are you a partner or are you?
Come on, Alan. It's my day.
Alan, you know what? You'll have your time in life. Don't try to steal the limelight.
Right. Have you
ever lied?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Have you?
Okay, I did long distance for 2 years, and it might have been over something small, I guess, but not anything big ever. Because for me, it's like I can't really lie. So if I lied, then it must have been about like his birthday gift or something.
Yeah, stuff like that. White lies, right? Just like small little lies that are not necessarily malicious in nature.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, me too. The same. Just like small stuff. Like she'll text me, "Hey, are you on your way?" And I've literally just woken up. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm on my way." Just cover my hair, trying to go down. That kind of stuff. Small stuff, but like nothing detrimental to the relationship. That's not how I roll.
Exactly. How much time do you make for your family compared to friends?
GaiGai asks how much for your family compared to your friends.
Thank you, GaiGai, for making this possible.
I like how we involve family, not just about us. Family is really important. So let's see. Do you want to go first, Naomi?
So for me, I actually have a long-term vision that I want to purposely go on a holiday with my family more. So like a couple months ago, my mom, my sister, and I went to Krabi, and it was actually our first like family outing together. My dad lives in Germany, so it was a bit far away. But yeah, that was really beautiful, and I want to do that way more. So my intention is when traveling is allowed again, that I want to really have that on a yearly basis where I can just be with my mom, my dad, and sister, or yeah, just family time overseas as well, because I think that's really cool, like to explore that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for myself, my friends are pretty wholesome guys. So they're also quite family oriented, such as myself. A couple of them are always involved in family dinners. So can't hang out with the boys. I've got family dinner, and there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, they're pretty family oriented guys. I mean, as for myself, I definitely value the importance of family. I'd say my family's pretty close. I mean, we still kiss each other good night and good morning, this kind of stuff. and we no phones on the table during dinner, and lunch and that kind of stuff. It's wholesome, and I appreciate
That's
that.
great.
I'm very privileged to have such a loving family. So yeah.
Actually, I can see it in your background. So are those family pictures?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of family pictures and stuff around here.
Yeah. Oh, you took away the iPad. There was something that was having a screen that moved.
Yeah. There was a digital photo frame, but apparently, like, it was a bit glaring or distracting, so I had to let.
Oh. Okay. Apparently we're gonna get married. Coconuts is going to stream it live. They'll honeymoon in Prague. Actually, what an interesting choice. I was just recently in Prague and it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been, but I saw my uncle. He went there with his wife, and it looked like a really good spot. They're asking about my skincare. Oh, yeah, it's funny you should mention that. In fact, like a couple of relatives, they said, "Oh, you look like a Korean Airlines stewardess, or you look like you could model for SK2 or something." But thankfully, I'm blessed with some good genes. Thanks, mom. Thanks, dad. And I don't necessarily have a skincare routine per se, so it's just whenever you wash your hands, just use the time to wash your face as well. Just keep it clean, and that's about it. I don't have any products. Sorry to say, nothing I
That's
can.
amazing. Do you use sunscreen? Because like everyone apparently should use sunscreen. I should get to it, but do you?
Not lately, because I have not had as much sun exposure as I'd like.
Fair. Okay, one reason why you should and shouldn't date me. You can answer first.
Why you should date me?
And why you shouldn't as well.
I'm a pretty fun guy, like I have a good time. So I guess that's why you should date me. It'll be definitely an interesting time, and and I'm all about the deeper connection and getting to know somebody. So if you're into that, that's perfect. And then why you shouldn't date me? Don't want to sound like too much of a player or anything, but I got people like sliding in my DMs sometimes, so you might get a little conscious.
Okay, cool. I'll check out your Instagram later. Maybe because you're a pilot, people must be like, "Oh,
I have thousands and thousands of followers," but I guess I certainly have a little bit of appeal.
I mean, that's great because it's all about the quality and not the quantity, right? So if you get those DMs sliding in, that's great news for you.
I mean, maybe I'm sure you have that too. An attractive girl like yourself.
I don't know. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. One reason why you should date me. Well, life would always be an adventure. That's like the word that I live by. So like in every situation, I feel like there's always something to constantly learn, and I'm all about growth. So in that sense, it would never be boring, I hope. I mean, it depends on the other person, what they consider as boring or not, but I'm all about adventure. One reason you shouldn't date me. Well, I don't know if it applies to you, but I was actually going to say that I want to travel as much as possible, and that also makes it difficult for a relationship often because like long distance, and I don't know if everyone could actually handle that. And like I know a lot of people say that they would never do that. So for me, that's something to be aware of.
I mean, that's not necessarily a problem because as cliche as it may sound, I believe absence does make the heart grow fonder, if you will. Because again, if people are and you've seen this in the lockdown now. If people are constantly exposed to one another, that's where tension can arise. So it's nice to have somebody gone long enough for you to miss them and actually appreciate them when they're back with you. So it's not necessarily a thing if you want to go travel and do your own thing. In fact, freedom is certainly one of the important parts of a relationship. Freedom, trust. That's how it develops and moves forward.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have more friends who are guys or girls?
I have all types of friends from anywhere and everywhere. So I wouldn't and long distance doesn't work, Ryan. Right. I mean, I only say that because I've had a bad experience before.
Oh, you actually don't believe in long distance?
I've just had bad experiences.
Experiences?
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, hey, nah, and it just ends in heartbreak. So I just kind of like, I tend to avoid. I tend to avoid the situation in its entirety.
This D guy, he says some really great stuff. It's very entertaining.
Girl, it looks like a dog. It's just a dog profile picture.
Oh yeah, well, I agree. You're totally right.
Yeah. D for dog. What's up, dog?
Personally, it used to always be more guy friends. But now I think it's pretty balanced.
Yeah.
I don't really see gender as anything that would define friendship in general. So for me, it's like
me neither. Yeah. If if we're friends, we're friends. If we get along, we get
yeah,
along. That's really all
exactly. Exactly. How important is marriage to you? Okay, I can go first this time. I don't actually feel like marriage is necessary to define love. So personally, I feel like if you feel like you would want to get married, possibly because it's easier for like visa, passport, or whatever, if that's like helpful, then that would be a plus point. But I don't actually define love through marriage. Obviously, it's a nice idea, but I actually feel like innerly, I wouldn't need a marriage to define my love for someone. So yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree with that one as well. I mean, love is I guess it would kind of be like an abstract concept, if you will. And so if we were to put like legal definitions into like, oh, you have to love someone if you're married, this kind of thing, like it just kind of like ruins the whole intention, if you will. Like if you're using the word, the intention of it, because love transcends many different boundaries, in fact, so yeah, we don't necessarily need to be married if you love somebody.
But what I do find beautiful though is the idea of all of our close friends, like if it's me and my partner's close friends and family getting together to just spend a beautiful day together. I think that is the idea that I really like. It's like also my best friends can meet his best friends, and it's like really nice to just have a day where people coming from all over the world to just spend time together. So in that sense, I like the memorable part of it, but if it's like only like the closest friends, so nothing too big as well. What is this?
Would you order a Russian wife, Julian?
Alan,
No.
where do you come up with these questions?
I don't know if she has a. Well, depends, dude. Depends how much, right? All right, let's see. Do you want to have kids? All right. Let me know. 2. Dude, me too. 2. Perfect.
Stop copying.
No, but it's true. Like it makes sense though. It makes sense because it's kind of like the replacement rate, That's what you're legally, I feel like morally, this is what you're entitled to. Because, the world is overpopulated. So like if you were ever going to have a child, you probably just want one to replace yourself. Because, it's just, yeah, overpopulation is a real thing. So
yeah.
I mean, and it has to, you also have to like procreate responsibly as well, so you have to be able to provide for the child and whatnot. So like, especially living in Singapore, it takes upwards of $1 million, to raise a child. So if we're essentially, if we're having 2 kids, we're multimillionaires, de facto. So like,
yeah.
Do we have that money right now? Not really. So we'll see.
Yeah, and for me, it's also balance. So do you have a sibling, or are you 2 children in the family?
Yeah, I have one sister. Yeah, one sister.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, procreate responsibly.
Yeah,
that's the quote of the night until dessert. Okay, do you like bad boys, girls? Okay, I'll just answer for sure.
Yeah, I'm a bad boy. Ooh. So naughty.
Yeah, not wearing pants.
Yeah, not wearing pants. Didn't even bother.
Yeah, you heard that, Alan? That's even. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. What?
Your plant seeder, Julian, because the SG government is giving plant seeds into response to cover. Alan, you have a good eye, mate. These are fake plants. We got them in IKEA for like $1.50. All right, if you wanted to know.
Oh, Alan has a whole garden of plants. So, but I mean, he only takes care of like 70% of them. 30% of them are not doing well.
Wait, you know Alan personally?
Yeah, yeah, he's my best friend.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, have you ever dated someone only for their looks? Do you want to go first?
Hey, according to Rohan, Alan's getting jealous now. Sorry, mate. Have you ever dated anyone for their looks? Damn, let's see. Not necessarily. I mean, like maybe because if they were too good looking, they wouldn't even bother dating me either. So that wouldn't necessarily be an option. So no, like you definitely have to have a connection before dating somebody. I wouldn't necessarily go for the looks. What about you?
Easy no.
Yeah. See, cool.
Yeah.
On the same page.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. What was the worst thing you've done to a partner? Oh, well, that's like I actually, okay, so I did a long distance relationship for 2 years and like I was still young. So like it was when I was 16 to
Yeah. Why?
like as in like I was 16 to 18 and it was like in high school time and that's also the time when you're sort of having the most fun, you're like drinking and clubbing, at least in like
Clubbing at 16. You
well, okay,
are.
I went to the German school, so Germans
Oh,
are
German school. There's a lot of
yeah.
huh?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, yeah, but I mean, you went to US, right? So we would always spend time with
I
Stanford
went
American school people, and they're
flying. Okay, I was a pilot. We were subjected to drug tests normally, and you can't show up to a flight hungover. So there were no wild parties or anything during my stint over there.
yeah, fair enough. But I mean, our school also had drug tests, so that's also part of it. But yeah, I mean, so during those times when I would go out a lot and I was still clubbing a lot when I was, I guess, in that age, um, yeah, it wouldn't be great if I were to get super drunk and then he would have to worry. So like I'm sure that there were times when he like I know that there were times when he really did not enjoy it. But I like it's all part of the journey. So now I don't even club at all anymore and I actually barely drink. So that was I guess part yeah. Yeah. You're faster than me and I'm still on the first class.
Oh, all right. Well, you know, it's Noelle who. Why did your relationships end at Julian? Is this your sister?
How do you know?
Could be, right?
What? You can't even see her picture, and there's no surname on my name. How did you know?
You said you were half German, right?
Yeah.
Sounds Germanic.
Yeah, that's my sister. But you got to answer the question. Don't avoid it.
And I mean, it's circumstantial. Circumstantial. As in, like, I don't believe in necessarily the whole long distance thing. So it's just when things are developing, they develop, but they don't necessarily. I'm leaving. As in, like, I was in Singapore, met somebody, realized that I was moving to the US shortly after, and then didn't really work out. And then, so same thing, when I was in the US, met somebody, realized that I was almost done with my course, moving back to Singapore, didn't really work out. Same thing, when I'm back in Singapore, I thought I was going to get a job overseas, met somebody, didn't really work out. And, here I am. So it's just, I feel it's more circumstantial than anything.
Okay, but it seems, is it mainly you though?
I guess we come to a mutual understanding at that point. Like
Okay.
we have the talk. We sit down and then we understand.
You're like, if it's meant to be, it'll be.
Yeah. Like, similar to you, just like seeing how things go. Like if it, don't force it if it's not natural.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I actually missed that. There was something that popped up. Oh, okay. When was the last time I cried in front of another person or by yourself? You want to go first?
Cried. I don't know. In fact, I cried last night in front of my mom.
Why?
I don't know. And it goes back to the whole family thing, I guess. Like the whole circuit breaker thing. We spent a lot of time together. I honestly had plans to like move out, be somewhere else now, but I realized that the family is we're so close together right now, and I just realized, little things, like stuff that my dad would do, and I just felt loved. I felt loved, and I was just appreciative. And the emotions overwhelmed me last night, and I just had a moment with my mom.
That's so beautiful. So it's like a good crying, like as in from love.
Yeah, it was a good
That's
cry.
beautiful. Do you cry often in general?
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it's not nice, like for like. I mean, like guys, we don't cry often, but like I feel like it's healthy. A good cry
Yeah.
is healthy. We shouldn't like repress our emotions if need be. Go ahead, cry.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like
For me,
I cry for everything I want, And yes, Aman,
yeah.
that is, if you will. But yeah.
Oh, can I guess? Is this
I'm quite an emotional drunk as well. I mean, I remember even crying over Roddy Prada after a night out.
Are these all your friends? Like, I know the other one probably was because he looked like a pilot too.
Yeah, that's one of my friends from the flight school.
Oh, that's so they'll cry with you. That's so beautiful. And yeah, I believe it's also really healthy to cry sometimes. And I guess for me, it's also really, I actually feel not unemotional, but I feel like I could cry more. But I guess a good cry really, really, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, I really, really allow it to just happen. So for me, it was over a month ago, like about a month ago, when someone that I really got close to left. And it was like quarantine time as well, and then left, and I wouldn't know when I'd be able to see them again because all other countries are locked down. So that was the last time I really properly like cried. And I guess the time before that was a while back. But yeah, you're right. It's really healthy, and it made me feel really human.
Yeah, it's important to be in touch with your emotions. And in fact, I think one of our viewers said they're gonna cry if we don't go on a second date. So
Oh, well, I mean, you guys will find out in the end if we would.
stay tuned, right? Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna cry if you don't go on stage. Oh, Julian, I felt like everyone had a moment with you then. You're like, yeah, I just cried. It was, stop. It was so emotional.
Oh,
Can
no.
I just say something? Oh, guys, please listen to Julian. Have a listen to this live. You'll learn some great life advice.
Thank you.
That was, stop. I was just sitting in backstage going, yes. Anyway, unfortunately we come to our third and final rounds. Are you still munching away through your mains?
I haven't had.
I mean, I ate all of the soy chicken or what it was. I only have one left, and I'm gonna finish it. It's so good.
I didn't even notice that you finished your chicken.
Well,
I'm
gonna
good
let
at
you know
this.
that your dessert's ready. So see you, bye, Felicia. Ciao, ciao.
And wine. And wine.
Oh, of course, and wine. Of course.
Catch up.
Oh my god. My heart broke a little then. I was so in that. And they're both on this very similar plane of emotions and understanding yourself and being open, and it is getting really emotional. I can't cope. There is one thing that they both discuss, and I don't know if you picked up on it, that they have opposing opinions on, is a long distance relationship. Julian is clearly fervently against it. He's had a lot of bad experiences, and Naomi's had a 2-year long distance relationship. So she's obviously coming from a very different background. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think about a long distance, because I've personally been in one for 2.5 years, I think was the maximum we did. And it was when I moved to Singapore, and he lived in the UK. And it ain't easy. It's not easy. And respect to a man. Thank you, Sheeny, who can get in touch with his emotions. But obviously, he can't handle long distance. So there's got to be he can't handle that. How much crying is on, I don't know. But yeah, long distance relationship, guys. It was a big topic in the mains. What do you think? Is it a thing? Is it not? And men crying. Who knew? Very open, and I'm very happy. So, on that note, enough about me because we want them back. Unfortunately, it's our last round, and I'm really sad because I could watch these two for hours, but let's bring them on for the desserts. Julia, Naomi, come join me.
Howdy.
What have you got? Is that chocolate?
No,
No.
it's Chow and Longan.
No chocolate.
What was the first part you said?
Chow, grass jelly.
Oh yeah, grass. I don't know is it Chinese? I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I like this. I love grass jelly. It's awesome.
Awesome. Yay!
Well, there's another match there over desserts, apparently. So I'm going to pop off and enjoy your last time together. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
This is really good. And I mean, I was unfamiliar with the word. That's why to me it sounded like a foreign word. I was like, what?
In fact, one of my favorite versions of this is when you mix it, just the grass jelly with soybean milk. So.
Okay, I love this like shredded stuff in soybean milk. It's the same thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you put it in soybean milk, it's black and white. So in the food court, they typically call it Michael Jackson.
What? Really?
Yeah, black and white.
It's so good though.
Yeah, they call it Michael Jackson. One of the desserts.
It's really good.
Yeah.
What's the longest time you've been celibate?
Celibate.
Yeah, so like single.
No, I think they mean like long distance works if you found the right person. Worthy Mahesh. Yeah, I mean, I guess it does, but that person has to be willing to play ball, you know. Has to leave your ass for somebody who keeps them warm at night, huh?
Oh no, it sounds like you've had bad experience. It's okay. Cheers, you'll forget it.
Oh, Chicken Rice is asking about your pageant journey.
Okay, well, funny story. I actually never thought I would join a pageant. At first, I also had those mainstream thoughts where I was like, oh, all they want is world peace. But then my friend was like, oh, yeah, no, like as in like that's what they would say during the interview rounds. I was like, that was my connotation to beauty pageants. And but then my friend was part of one. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try it. So I tried it and then ended up going to Poland for 1 month to compete. Well, I call it as an experience. So it was half a year ago and it was amazing because a lot of them are still my best friends. And the cool part is that they're all in different countries and there were over 80 countries. So like my best friend is like Miss India, Miss Netherlands, Miss Poland. So it's really cool. Yeah. Okay, the question. Do you want to go first?
Well, so apparently like celibate is no sex. And thank you, Stolen Rabbit. No sex. Well, I mean, that's a pretty obvious answer. During circuit breaker, no sex. Nobody from the other households. It's not like, you know, there's anyone here I can, you know, have sex with. So yeah, no sex during circuit breaker. It's been like three months or so, maybe 4, because everyone was social distancing before that, right?
So is that your longest?
Yeah, I think so. I think about 3-4 months.
So that means you're pretty in it, like at usual time.
I mean, way before that. I mean, I was a virgin until I was I don't know 17. So I think 17 years since birth. I was the longest time, right?
Oh, okay. Well, that's longer than me. Okay. Apart from like after virginity, I guess for me maybe like half a year or something. I don't actually know. I didn't think about it.
Okay. Well, yeah. 4 months, 6 months. What's the difference, right?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. What type of underwear do you like on a partner? An underwear that feels nice. Like it's like cozy.
Yeah. Functional, hygienic, perhaps.
That too. Yeah.
That would do well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it has to work. It has to do its job. I mean, underwear is underwear. You know, if you want to look sexy, yeah, sure.
I love how you say functional. That's like an interesting point. It's like, so you don't appreciate if it were to be like a piece of like thread. You'd be like, What is this?
G-strings just don't make sense, you know? It's not even covering the important parts.
But you're not a girl. How would you know G-strings don't make sense?
I don't know. I just, if I were one, I'd like a little more support, a little more coverage down there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's see what the next question is. Have you ever been with someone you shouldn't have? Who?
Me. Who
Oh, no, you can go first. I mean,
yeah, it just goes back to like, even though like we got along on different levels, I knew that the relationship didn't have a feasible future. So I shouldn't. I mean, I did make it known that I was departing or I wasn't going to be present for them due to other circumstances. But it just didn't. We just continued despite knowing that we would end up in a negative emotional state as a result of staying together longer. It's this kind of self-detriment that you kind of don't really care about when you're genuinely enjoying the company of another person. So it's kind of like a catch-22, if you will. Like, yes, I enjoy being with you. We've had a good time together, but we know that this is unsustainable and it can't continue. So I guess in that sense, we couldn't be together.
Yeah. For me, I would say it's not that I regret anything, but if I would have thought about something twice or 3 times, probably the way that I lost my virginity. So yeah. Let's continue.
I want to hear more about that.
Well, next question. Oh my gosh, have you ever had a holiday fling? Yeah. Wait, fling as in like I was dating someone and I was seeing someone for sure. And it was like, it was not a one-time thing in that sense, but it was like a multiple time thing. And then we were both in different countries. So yeah, you?
Holiday fling. So I'm thinking holiday fling is just kind of like, oh, you're at a resort or something, or like a beach holiday or whatever, and then like there's some other attractive girl over there, and you just kind of like hook up or something. That's what I'm assuming a holiday fling is like. And yeah, it has happened before. And I don't know if you'll see probably on my social media later that my sister does not look anything like me. So it was kind of hard to have a holiday fling because my sister will be like chilling out with me in the pool, and then she doesn't look anything like me, so she kind of looks like my bitchy girlfriend. And so like the girl who would be attracted to and would be attracted to me, just kind of like back off. But we got on it later. I'll say hi to them later.
Yeah.
Yeah, things materialize from then on out.
I mean, that's a good and a bad thing. In a sense, your sister is in some way preparing you for the right person.
Oh
yeah. But then again, it's also sort of like a cock blocker. Depends what you see as a benefit of.
Yeah, I love my sister to bits. Like we're best buds, so it's all cool.
Tell me one turn on and turn off. Turn on, thoughtfulness, like when that person knows that I like something and then puts in conscious effort to sort of being thoughtful enough to allow something to happen. Like I like that a lot. That's a huge turn on. And it could be in the bed, it could be anywhere. It doesn't like as in any sense. So like that's something that like I find really attractive about a person. And then turn off, I'll think about that. You can say your turn on first.
Yeah, me too. Let me think about the turn off part. Turn on would definitely be like, like surprises. I like surprises. Just like I guess it kind of ties into the whole thoughtfulness thing, but like having an understanding of what my preferences are and like going out of your way to like make that happen, or like that's totally a turn on for me. And then turn off. Just be like being lame, just like not being game for something, be like, oh, I don't want to do that, like just not I guess not outgoing enough, if you will, because again, like I'm pretty sure you can tell like my personality is outgoing, I'm ready to do stuff, so I guess that's
same, maybe like closed-mindedness, and then also self, like a bit of like not arrogance, but like unthoughtfulness. I guess the opposite. Yeah, unthoughtfulness, where they're just like, oh, all I care about is myself right now. Then it's like,
if you will.
Yeah. naughtiest thing you've done for a partner? Oh, you've bought for a partner.
I didn't even buy a naughty thing for my partner.
Yeah, me neither. I should do this someday.
Okay, well, I don't know, like if you count it naughty per se, but I did buy my partner, one of my ex-girlfriends, a leopard print bathrobe from La Senza, if that counts. You know who you are if you're watching this. But I did.
Hi.
But I also did something even naughtier for not someone who wasn't my partner. Like a bunch of friends and I thought it would be cool to like buy one of our friends a pocket rocket, like a vibrator for her birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, and we made sure it was discreet, you know, so when it arrived at her house and her mom didn't find out. But yeah, these are like naughty little items that we purchased.
Well, if it's like not for a partner, then I've bought like my two guy best friends like a condom from Netherlands. Like when I was in Amsterdam, they have those like souvenir condoms which each say like something like super kinky on it, and I thought it was really funny. So I was like, oh, okay, this is for my two best friends. So I bought that for them as a souvenir, but not for a partner yet, I guess.
Yeah. Have you ever had friends with benefits? Please go ahead.
I okay, so it's really hard for me to answer this just because I don't really like to label. Okay, that sounds wrong. Not in that sense, but like I never had this conversation with someone where it's like we're friends with benefits, because for me, having sex or making love is it's a deep connection. So like in that sense, no, I've not just like done it many. I don't know. Like I've never labeled it as friends with benefits, but I mean I have like seen a partner who I wasn't like actually with. But yeah.
Yeah, so if you were to define it like that, then yeah, I've definitely had a friends with benefits, if you will. And you know, nobody actually sits down and says, "Hey, are we friends with benefits?" It's just kind of like a mutual understanding. So like having that term in like a formal context, you know, is not necessarily, you know, conducive of what that relationship might well be. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely had an arrangement similar to that before.
Yeah. One physical asset you love in a partner. Physical asset, does smile count?
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, but we already identified that we like each other's smiles, so I guess you have to.
I think that's the most beautiful thing if a person is like daring, like is just open to smile and just yeah, radiate happiness. I think that's like yeah, the one thing I love in a partner. The okay, don't try too hard.
What would be your desert island album and your desert island book be? John Smith. Album. So like songs? I don't know.
I don't know if this is supposed to be a dirty question or not. I don't understand it.
If you're stranded on a desert island, one night stands from
My little sister.
I don't know. What do you think?
No, but it's happened before.
Yes, but not necessarily one night either. I mean, it can be two if you like. If it were up to me, and you know we get along, I'd rather you stay the night. We'll make breakfast. We'll chill. Netflix if you like. Have a chat. Have a coffee. You know, whatever.
So that's like a one night and day stand.
Yeah, one night. You know, I'm more about the whole package. You know, I don't like. You know, I have a little bit of an abandonment issue myself, so I don't necessarily like. You know, to smash and pass. You know, if you will. So I like the connection, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I honestly feel hurt, you know, like if somebody like, you know, has sex with me and then be like, bye. And I'm just like, hey, wait a minute. You know, like, so a little bit, you know, I like the again, I crave human connection. I'm an extrovert. So this is
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever sexted?
Have you?
Does that mean like I'll just keep it at yes?
Wait, you've sent nudes before?
Why you have to be so specific? It just says, have you ever sexted?
Isn't sexting like sending nudes and stuff?
Okay, well, I don't know exactly what to define it as, but yeah.
Oh, you send nudes. All right, cool.
You're the one who just answering the rest.
I mean, I may have received some in the past, you know, trying to convince, but
What?
it's not really like,
How?
I don't know. If you're like, oh, hey, sexy, what's up? But yeah, like, nudes are fun. Nudes are cool. I mean, as long as they don't get out. And personally, I've never put them anywhere. But
So is that a yes?
I mean, I've been on the receiving end of sexts. I mean, like, I have sent suggestive material over instant messaging platforms. Yeah, I have sent suggestive material. Yeah, that's
well,
what
let's see if my parents would look this long into this live, and I'll be like, "Hi, parents," at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the naughtiest thing you've ever done on a date? Do you want to go first?
Naughtiest, I guess. Something sexual, perhaps, on a first date.
On a first date? No, on any date? Oh.
Well, on a date, I mean, but yeah, like, sometimes things get pretty sexual if, alcohol is involved and, the venue, allows for it.
Yeah. I think for me, in front of a friend, but my friend was like not awake, so that might have been the naughtiest thing. Or I guess
Sneaky.
when
Yeah, pretty sneaky.
Yeah, pretty sneaky, that's the word for it. And then naughtiest maybe like also like in public when there's sort of like a lot of affection and you're just like, oh shit, we're actually in public.
PDA.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Hello, hi.
Hi there.
I feel like I've cut you short and you guys could go on for a very long time.
I could go on for a little bit longer, definitely. I've had a great time.
Really, you've got the best one-liners like smash and pass. Like, I don't like to smash and pass. Like, it's horrendously brilliant. Like, man, maybe I'll go for coffee and whatever with him after. It's okay. But I mean, tell me, how are you guys feeling? Was that a good first blind date?
Yeah, awesome. I'm having a great time.
Do you think it's a lot easier through your virtual? Do you find it a lot more comfortable in this format?
Not necessarily, no. I feel like we would definitely be comfortable in person. Like there's
I'm not blocking, Rohan. I'm doing my job. I'm sorry. I know I understand what's going on here, but I have no choice.
Yeah. Nice blue hair.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You feel like this could be a blind date? You'd be the same as you were sitting across each other at a bar?
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see this being as natural as possible.
I have to say though that blind date did allow him to show his underwear faster though, so that was a thing that I noticed. Other than that, it'd be pretty much the same.
It's really
you went to a bar, have a drink, and be like, what? Just so?
Yeah, are you wearing pants, by the way? Yeah, that wouldn't happen in real life, so that's definitely the difference. But other than that, it would have probably been similar, like really natural.
You did say you like to get the deep questions coming out early. So, there you go. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to ask the very difficult question that we don't want to ask. So, as you guys know, you have a yes and a no ready. And what I need you to do when I count to 1, 2, 3 is show me your answers. And the question I'm going to ask, which I think everyone is waiting for, is will you guys go on a second date? Okay, so hold it. And when I count to 3, you give me your answers. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah. Do we?
1, Naomi, wait. 2, 3. Oh my gosh! Oh my God, I think I almost had a heart attack.
That was the point. It was supposed
trying
to
to
be.
be funny. You're trying to be funny.
It was supposed to be him who should have a heart attack, not you.
I'm too invested. I was like, if that's a no, I'm going to find her on Instagram. Yay! Oh, guys, so happy. I'm so happy. But if you had chemistry from the get-go. What is that? Can you hear
It's
that?
not my dog.
I have dogs. They're upstairs.
Your dogs are happy.
Yeah,
I'm allergic to dogs.
they heard the good news.
Oh, she's allergic to dogs.
Oh,
Horribly wrong.
oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not.
No, bye-bye.
No, we're not doing this. No,
Dogs.
I'm not allowing this. You can go to a bar. You can go to a bar, okay? Just go to a bar, no dogs, and hang out for the second time, minus any animals.
Yeah, as long as your dogs have no fur, no problem. No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not allergic to anything. If you remember.
Well, guys, we've absolutely loved having you on our finale. You have made it amazing, and I'm so glad we got a yes, and I could see it from the get-go. So thank you so much for sharing your first ever blind date with me, with Coconuts, and the nation. And yes, please keep us updated. We can't wait for this second date because I feel it's going to be a good.
There's actually going to be a second date published on Coconuts.
Well, I will have to be there.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll invite someone for you, right?
Oh, cheers!
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. I love you both. You've been my favorite people. So thank you so much.
Right, have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Naomi.
Julian. Bye, Nerix.
Bye. I think I nearly had a heart attack when she had the no up. I was like, there's no hope for love. There's no hope. But yay! I saw it coming a mile off. Those two were absolutely wonderful. And what a great way to finish our final episode. I'm absolutely 110% stoked. They look like they were made for each other from the get-go. And I hope somehow, guys, if you can, keep us in contact with how your second date goes. So this is the end. This is the end of ISODATE. But it's not really the end because it's just the end of season 1. We're going to be back soon. More of Coconuts TV and more of me. So please keep your eyes peeled. And once again, a big thank you to today's episode sponsor, which is Singapore's matchmaking agency, GaiGai. So if you're looking for someone special, please do get in touch with GaiGai, download the app, and find out as well in the description below on how they can help you find your someone special. Now remember, as always, to subscribe to Coconuts TV, hit the bell below for notifications, and the entire ISODATE series, all 6 episodes, are still available on YouTube. So you can watch all of them as much as you wish. Just head over to YouTube Coconuts TV. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm so happy. I'm also very happy that we are at the end of lockdown. So this feels like a double celebration because isolation is finally over. Naomi and Julia can meet in person. You can go and date in person as well. And yeah, just celebration all round. I'm going to miss all of you, but it's not the end. It's just a goodbye for now. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and most of all, stay thirsty. Cheers. Goodbye, everyone.